We need a few more kids in here to feed the dogs. Alright, let's circle up. Alright, cool. So I had a vision on the way over. Alright, what I want to work on. Alright, my turn. What I want to work on is leave it alone for now. Cool, just ignore it. Alright, you're putting your play mode on your spot. Just keep smarting. Shoot. Alright, so what I want to work with is Kimura from guard. Alright, we talked about this the other day about like kind of like if someone grabs our belt or someone grabs our pants. Alright. So I'm in a bad spot, right? So we talked about the other day, let's say he goes, puts that hand down there, I'm going to try to get my head, get my triangle, grab his neck, knock him out. Now, let's say, same idea, he goes back there and grabs down there, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab his wrist, right there, snap. So it can move, make sense? The way I finish it, I'm going to get right here, I'm literally going to try and get his thumb to touch right there, straight through, snap, it's going to roll his shoulder. If I can't get that, let's say he grabs his belt. I can't get that, I get stuck. I'm going to go what's called OmaPlata. Right there. Again. I'm going to keep that right there. Alright, again, I'm attacking the shoulder. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to sit up. I'm going to grab a D. I'm going to grab a lock in front of his head and pull, and his shoulder rolls through there. Does that make sense? So there's two ways to attack the shoulder from your back. Alright? The other side is the same idea. We're here, I'm head and arm. I'm holding the head and arm down. Does that make sense? So that's why when I see it, if he posts up on the ground to push up, that's when I'll grab it. So that's why we always talk about in Jiu Jitsu, hands in, right here, keeping our hands in. Alright? As soon as I can put a hand, now I can attack it. I'm trying to do what? Isolate an arm. If I can't get it here, push out, come over the top, triangle my leg, gotta grab the belt. It's his defense. Go ahead, roll. That's his defense. And then I gotta get the side now. Before you get that. You guys got that? Cool. A Kimura and an OmaPlata. Alright, cool. So what we're gonna do is, let's start standing. I want to get this standing. Why? Because if we're here, and let's say he goes to take my back, and go. At least I have a save. Does that make sense? You guys see it? So if we're here, before my baby goes to get double unhooks and gets it back, and my last ditch effort is to at least before he gets that break, get that Kimura, and what do? Pop, 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 pop. I'm going to lean down and do my front roll. Alright? What's his problem? I got his arm locked off. So with his arm, imagine, he's still holding his arm. I want to get here and go. Whoosh. Either he rolls or this just spins. So we're attacking the shoulder. Alright? Something you have to be really careful of when you're attacking the shoulder. It happens a lot in wrestling. It's called a labrum tear. Right? The cartilage right there will get a tiny little microscopic tear in there. Does that make sense when that happens? If you guys see me walk the way I walk, that's what happened to my hip. Alright? My hip had a microscopic little tear in it, and then kept training through it for 2 or 3 years, got acupuncture, thought it was something else, and that tear was basically a gigantic hole in my hip. And then I have really cool arthroscopic photos when they cleaned it up. So that's what we want to avoid, is tearing that. So be very careful because it can start with a small little tweak. So there's no reason to put pressure on this one. Keep pressure on it. Don't go loose. It'll go. So when we do this today, make sure we keep good strength on it. You don't have to pull on it. This is about positioning. Alright? So I want to get our pummel. And then I want to get our Kimura standing. Alright? From both sides. Alright? And then we'll go to the ground. And then I want to get Kimura, and really get how to just get it fast. Maybe if we can, we'll get to the OmaPlata and the OmaPlata sweep beside now. That's a lot. I think we might be deep into the purple belt section. I come in, I get in here, and I don't take her back. Maybe I stand down here so I can see her. I want to get here. If I do that, she's going to straighten on back to break it. When she does that, she's going to do her triangle. She's going to grab that little tiny vein with that little steel cable I can feel right there in her arm. Boom, right there. Then she's going to grab her bicep. Grab your left bicep with your right hand. That's why T-Rex didn't have any music. That's why he had to keep his eye. You didn't know that. You guys know that dinosaur? T-Rex, T-Rex, alright, you guys ready? Pummel, pummel, pummel. Now we're going to do when we're off to the side, do the counter. So when she goes for that on me, go ahead, do it. She goes, just the more.
Like triangle around my neck.
Kind of what we're doing today. It's a great question. We'll work on that. Alright. Alright. So now, okay, we're in a bad spot. At least I got my guard back. Right? So now we go that leg triangle, right? So now, Mike, we worked on this last week. So if I get in here, and I go in here, and I'm about to get him in that leg triangle with your defense, he's going to wrap this arm around here. Does that make sense? So he wraps that around. Why? So I can't get this side. Now, what's my defense? Or rather, counter move. Oh, right to my OmaPlata. Does that make sense? I know, right? Don't laugh at me. I like that. Don't do that now, you say. I don't care. Alright, so the idea here is right now, he puts his hand on the mat, right, to get up. He doesn't like me holding his head down. That's when I attack. Boom. And now I do that bite. So I bite there. You can't see it, but I'm squeezing his ribs with my legs. Right now, I'm bringing it in, and I'm getting here. So I want to go right there. Now, if I can't get that, maybe he grabs his pants, he grabs his belt. That's the defense right there. You just grab your own pants. And eventually, somebody's going to give up on it. Does that make sense? Your best defense, if you've already gotten in this triangle, is to stand up on your feet. Whoa, right there. Makes sense? That's your best defense. Start spinning in circles, I don't care. That makes sense? You see how goofy that is?
I honestly, that's what I'm thinking when I'm watching those fights, but they don't do it. They don't get up. I was like, why don't you just stand up?
Have you seen my fight?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm more talking about the girls' fights.
Oh, well, the women, a lot of times because the women, I'll tell you that's from their training. Okay, right now, they're not taught to stand up when they're doing their jiu-jitsu training. Most of the schools, because I've been at it, most of the schools start here, they work from here, they want you to be great from here. If you notice, this is where we end up. We work all the stuff to avoid getting here and not end up here. That's what we get great at. Starting here means, okay, yeah, I don't want to do this. But the idea is right here is so, yeah, when I'm in here, I'm getting these triangles right here. Most people are taught to stay on their knees at most schools because it's dangerous. I want you, before I even get my upper body half guard, you should already be standing up and out of there. Yeah, so you don't see a lot in practice because you fight like you train. And in jiu-jitsu schools, they don't stand up. They usually don't stand up. A lot of times, because you guys know how full you are, they'll put 30 people in here, all rolling and elbows and people fly. You don't want anybody standing up. So that's why when you see like women, and I'm not saying it's women, we're going to do the whole sweep and let's just keep getting. We're going to do a jiu-jitsu flow now. All right? Cool. What does that mean? We're going to get here. All right? She's going to put a hand on the mat. I'm going to attack that arm. Once I attack that arm, he taps on the body, always on the body. And they say, don't tap on the ground. A lot of people can't hear that. So once he taps, I'm going to go ahead, put this foot through, transition, get next to him, to my OmaPlata. Then he's going to roll, which is his defense. I'm going to take side mount. He's going to hit the skate to guard. Boom. Boom. And now he's going to go. First thing he's going to do is control my posture. I'm going to make a mistake. What's my mistake? I'm going to look at him like that. I'm going to push up. When he does that, he's going to come over, attack, and now, see, this is the most important thing. You need to talk about this. You want the arm? Start here. So you're not attacking down here. That's the grip side. That's the end of it. You want to attack the shoulder. So watch. When I put my hand here, he's got that wrist. So he's going to attack. Yeah. Feel that? Attack the shoulder. Now fall back. And now I tap. Boom. Triangle. You stand next to me. Boom. Boom. Alright, go ahead. So boom, no, once you get there, time your legs. You don't have to sit up, you have to do anything. Does that make sense? Once they triangle away, I'm going to go to rule. He goes right to side mount. Boom. Oh, right to guard. Boom, he puts the hand on the mat. Boom, he taps, snap. Right on OmaPlata. Boom, he does a roll. He does, go ahead, let's go. Let's go. Boom, he controls my posture. I make a mistake. Get past the hand. I tap. He lets go for some reason. Go back. Keep that arm. Good, now go. Just do a triangle. Plugging away. As the holidays are ending, we'll probably get a few more people involved. But I think we did that seminar for 10 weeks. I love teaching. This is fun. So let's just keep coming in at 5 until something changes. Cool? Thank you. Alright. Come in. Warrior 3. 1, 2, 3. Warrior! You just got deep belted. Get him.
Belt whip.
Alright, good. Started a fight with the master, my friend. You think that's my first rodeo with a belt fight?